Hello everyone, I am Shrejit, product expert for Zoho Overdrive. I have been at it for like around 3 years or so. So that all said, like there were a bunch of miracles that happened one by one. That's the reason why we are here. Like initially we had intended this webinar in general to be like towards customers, towards people who don't know what Zoho Workdrive is, especially in the Indian environment. Like many people, they just know Zoho Workdrive as it's just a Google Drive alternative or a Dropbox alternative. Or many people are already in the Zoho Workdrive ecosystem without even knowing it. They use other Zoho apps. They have absolutely no idea that Zoho Workdrive is there everywhere. That's one part of the people who have joined the webinar. The other part of the webinar is people who saw the news, people who saw Ashwini Vaishnav talking about adopting Zoho, and here we are because, and by a stroke of luck, the subject material which we have prepared for over a month, over 2-3 months, is now part of the trend which Zoho is now following. So here we are, and like without further ado, let's just start with the slideshow. So let's just begin. So once again, nice to meet you. I've said that quite a bit. Let's just get to the meat, bread and butter or everything. So let's go. So I hope you guys can see the screen clearly. Just let me know in chat if you guys are not able to see the slideshow. And of course, you can know how you guys ended up in the webinar, because again, I would love to know whether it was just the trend of people of the Indian government adopting Zoho, or whether this is also because of our social media activity. Could be both, could be just one, could be nothing. You guys could have randomly stumbled here. Who knows? Anyway, so Zoho Workdrive an intelligent content management platform. We will talk about what an intelligent content management platform is, why Zoho Workdrive is an intelligent content management platform, and of course, the main topic of this whole webinar, how Zoho Workdrive helps scale these Indian businesses. Like, why is it such a nice, beautiful fit? There are a lot of things, a lot of arguments to be made. So sit back, relax, and you guys are just here for the ride. So let's just start. So first thing first, if you can notice, Zoho has customers all over the world. We have 150 plus million customers overall, and like from all of these guys, around 70 to 80% of those guys, they all end up using Zoho Workdrive. That's first thing. As you can see, percent the highest amount of customers are from the United States. The next biggest market is India. And as you can see also, it's 16% right now. And at the end of the year, we are slated to go towards 20% as well. With slight reduction from United States perhaps. We are seeing a surge of a lot of Indian customers nowadays. That's one point. So going to the localization, going to like make in India, made for the world, taking that vision into action, we are trying to push forward how Zoho Workdrive as a solution can help you set up a global brand while you are still in India. So this is one of the major focal points of this talk. So slowly we'll go in, unravel everything, and we'll just get on with it. So again, I talked to you about what an intelligent content management platform is. So there's a lot of AI involved, there's a lot of proper cloud storage functions involved. All of this will slowly get to the nitty-gritty, and it's just part of this webinar. We'll get to it. So again, coming back, we have 1+ million customers in terms of organizations. And we have a big customer from the US who is like 46K. All that and Zoho WorkDrive is right in. Like as you can see, might be using Zoho CRM, you might be using Zoho Sheet, Show, Writer, you might be using a lot of things. But at the end of it all, at the core of it all, at the foundation, Zoho WorkDrive is there. While it is not explicitly mentioned by Zoho, by the app themselves, Zoho WorkDrive is there. Zoho WorkDrive itself. So again, we support 30 international languages. That's international. When we come to India, we support specifically 22 Indian languages. That's already much, much higher than what other storage services would provide. If it's Google Drive might have a lot of other international languages, but if you talk about Indian languages, you will find Tamil, you will find English, you will find Bengali, you will find Hindi, you will find all those things. But there will be certain languages you will find and you will get confused. Zoho WorkDrive doesn't do that. It is just in terms of localization, first and foremost. It's similar thing. So this just a general that Zoho WorkDrive can provide. And for the sake of this webinar over here, we are going to focus a tad bit on just Dropbox and Google, because there's another thing to be mentioned, to be talking about. Box is a very huge company when it comes to cloud storage and intelligent content management platform, but somehow it doesn't have much of a presence in India. Microsoft is a household name, but Microsoft Storage, Microsoft Office suites, aside from those things, it is not there in this business. Whenever people talk about storage in the cloud in India, I have to be very specific. In India, they are mostly talking about Dropbox and Google. And both of them have very, very specific weaknesses which Zoho WorkDrive doesn't have. Aside from all these things you are seeing here. And one of those major factors which Zoho WorkDrive covers pretty decently in comparison to Dropbox and Google is the budgeting. And budgeting is the most primary thing any company has to be think of, let alone an Indian company. And when I specify an Indian company, we have to talk about how multifaceted, how multi-departmental that Indian company has to be. And every time you talk about an Indian company, then it doesn't matter what department it is, doesn't matter what industry it is. More often than not, you will find employees, you will find them, their clients as well. You will find the things they are trying to achieve, they all end up all over the place. Even though there is some meaning in that chaos, but again, there is a lot of confusion, and that confusion causes in waste of time, waste of money, loss of productivity. And again, when we go from Zoho to Zoho WorkDrive, these are things we always want to ensure that it's streamlined. We want you to be more productive. We want you to have better collaboration. And as you go further into the webinar, you will know and you will understand what's going on. Why Zoho is like so hell-bent on getting you the best things. So again, we have talked about what an intelligent content management platform will be. We will go into details further. And especially when it comes to the webinar as a whole, why businesses need WorkDrive, why Indian businesses need WorkDrive. Then we'll talk about the product in general. Already I have talked a bit about Zoho WorkDrive here and there in terms of features. But again, there is a deep dive here and there later into the webinar. Finally, we'll talk about the roadmap of what to expect in the future and what we're already working on. And I will be able to show you some examples, because there will be not a full-fledged demo. There will be certain features that I will be showcasing to you live. So once again, Zoho WorkDrive, centralize your files, collaborate in real time. Because we want your workplace to be collaborative and productive. Because that's how we know that the workplace is going to be happy. That's how we know our customers are going to be happy. And if you're new to Zoho WorkDrive in general, hope like it's convincing enough that you guys get to at least try Zoho WorkDrive. So again, we have spoken, but I have spoken several times that you might be using a different Zoho app. It could be CRM, it could be Zoho Projects, it could be Zoho Click, it could be Zoho Mail. But you might not know that Zoho WorkDrive is always there. Zoho WorkDrive, at the core of every Zoho functionality, Zoho WorkDrive data storage is there. And it's basically not only the foundation, but it helps build the bridges between all these apps. So once you are in the Zoho environment, Zoho WorkDrive is always with you. And if you take it a step further, any third party tools, any third party integrations, doesn't matter where you're getting it from. If you somehow manage to connect Asana to it, Zoho WorkDrive is going to get involved. If you use all the Zapier integrations with Zoho WorkDrive or Zoho Creator, or doesn't matter, with Zoho CRM, Zoho WorkDrive is also going to ensure that it's done correctly and you are not going to face any bugs or issues from any Zoho related environment or an app. Because this ecosystem is like that native, its own technology, as well as adaptive with everything else that it's connecting to. So coming back to the business point of view and why webinar wants to talk about why you guys need Zoho WorkDrive in your Indian business or in your business in general. Let's go to the starting of the day. It's Monday, today is a Tuesday. Tuesday is definitely a more chill day. I don't know how many of you guys agree. For me, Tuesday is definitely I get my job done. I'm chilling around with not so many meetings. Let's talk about Monday. You go in, you have a bunch of emails to sift through, you have so many files to check through. You might have 2 to 3 meetings back to back. It's hectic. That's on the human level. That's on the employee level. That's on the team level. Think of it from the side of the apps. There's a concept known as the collaborative stack. That collaborative stack is the collection of apps that you guys are using on your day-to-day business, for your job, for your tasks. And according to a study in 2024, and this is international, for Indians, it is it could be all over the place because it's harder to sift through it. It's harder to get better statistics for Indian businesses because they are much more multi-purpose all over the place. So for an international businesses in general, even small business firm, we are talking small businesses firm as in 500 to 1,000 employees, they tend to work with around 58, 57, 59 apps over the week, over the month. And that's a lot. If I want to say it right in your face, you don't need to be working with that many apps. And what comes in after, I guess you guys already know, but here we are. So Zoho WorkDrive, I have been saying that, but what else does Zoho WorkDrive come with? First of all, again, it reduces the need for so many apps you have. But then, if you think of the overall budgets, the usage costs, not just for the app licenses, but if you go out from that point of view, your day-to-day activities, the other company activities, all the other parts of the company as well, the other departments of the company, be it an HR, be it the finance, be it the manufacturing part if you have that, be it the other third party relations which you have that. All of those things takes money. And really speaking, you don't want to be spending a huge chunk of your general budget all into apps. Then what else, how else will you be like, yeah, maybe you have a lot of funding. Agreed. But what if you are a grassroots company that is just begun? What if it's like the end of a round and you guys are already at the end of your funds? How are you managing all that while having just paying a chunk of all your budget into the apps? Like, that's not going to work out now, is it? So, funny thing, like with a wide array of alls in every level. So, I had been talking about this all over. Like, there are so many types of company in India, and like India, it's not like India is a growing country for business. No, India is constantly rising by leaps and bounds as a competitive place globally because we are able to provide service at every level. And to cater to those people who are giving that level of service, we want to provide tools and technology that are accessible to those levels as well as any levels, be it at the bottom or at the top. That's where Zoho WorkDrive comes in. Zoho WorkDrive is a full-fledged intelligent content management platform that scales with you as your business grows at your pace. There are the plans, there are the enterprise plans, but in general, you pay whatever you see is fit, not how the company sees fit. We don't do that at Zoho. So that all said, let's talk about our comparison. Again, we started mentioning Box, Microsoft, Google Workspace, and Dropbox. But in general, when it comes to the Indian market, it's filled with people, filled with companies of every level. It have every department that they use Google Workspace a lot. Because Google is a household name, and obviously people are going to be attracted towards Google Drive in this case. Now, Google's enterprise solution, Google Workspace, they do provide you a lot of things when it comes to like having a collaboration suite or like data storage. See, in a similar way, Dropbox also does that. They also have their own collaboration suite and so on. But when you look deeper into it, when you start researching whether you want options, you will notice in several ways, Google and Dropbox, they're lagging behind or like they are not even considering their audience. OneDrive doesn't do that. OneDrive is affordable first and foremost. It wants to provide you the exact global level of technology which you should always strive to expect from any app, whether it's Google, whether it's Dropbox, whether it's Microsoft. We can provide you the same. We also provide you flexible means of getting your data while also being secure. If you compare it right away, you will notice like Google Workspace, it's there. But as we are comparing the same, these are the same tiers, their specific domain. These are the same plans. Google Workspace, they have localized prices in INR, but it's still 2050 rupees per month. Dropbox, on the other hand, they sell to Indian customers, but they don't even care about localizing their prices to the INR. We're going to pay $30, doesn't matter how the dollar is going to be in INR, $30 is what we need. And everyone is like, there is some amount of like, some amount of shrewdness going around with how you guys are providing, how these companies are providing their data. They split their data. They scrutinize very specifically. You have this much license. This is how much data you guys are going to get. there's a strict upgrade on how much data we can provide. There is certain levels of security that we can provide you at this level, but not at that level. There is certain level of customer support that we can provide you at this level and not at that level. At Zoho Work Drive, we don't do that. We give you everything from the start. We promise you that we will be at the end of it all as long as you guys are with us. We are not going to let you go if you guys decide to come with us. That's pretty much the be all end all with it. And not only that, we make it easier for you guys to join us as well. Like you can already see, like there is a lot of rules and regulations, lot of long, extremely boring processes to finally get that license from Google or Dropbox. In a similar way, with WorkDrive, just you need to just email us or you need to just apply online. Our tech support, our sales support, they will be there. They will help you out. They are in 24/7. But they are in 24/6 rather, and they will be helping you out to get all the things you are worth for, not what we are worth for. That is how we value our customers. And again, like you can see the whole comparison chart over in the slide. So I won't go that deep into it. But again, regarding the entire comparison over here, there are small details that I will explain over when I go over to the whole product overview. So if you guys have any questions now, I can cover that in the product overview later on. And obviously, I'm joined with Sini, who's from the support team, and he's also a product expert. And he will also be part of the question and answer. And guys can just put in whatever questions you have in the chat, and we will take care of it later on. So yeah, again, I spoke about this before, and well, the slide is here. But Zoho WorkDrive, it doesn't really bother about what kind of company you are. It's about how we can help you as an ICM platform. First thing first. Whether you are starting or whether you are a huge company that's trying to move from a different storage unit to another storage service like Zoho WorkDrive, we can help and we can adjust as how you adjust. Doesn't matter how small you are, how big you are. Migration's easy and we grow same pace as you do. It's easier, it's more flexible. And again, I spoke about this and all that while you have the security needs, all that while you have the more control. We are going to help you on the side. We are going to support you on the side. We are going to provide you the services. But basically, at the end of the day, your data, it's your information. We are going to let you control it. We don't, it's not about it's rather you guys do everything. No, it's not like that. It's rather, it's your autonomy that we want to keep safe. In this day and age with all these data leaks, all these security leaks, all these amount of mistrust going around with even bigger companies that I have given them my data. It's my content, it's my private information, it's classified information, all that stuff. There are bound to be people who are wary about whether their data going to something that's completely new, whether it's going to be safe. But rest assured, with Zoho WorkDrive, we don't do that. You have the entire control with you. You get the data from Zoho WorkDrive and you leave Zoho WorkDrive. In any case, that data is gone. We don't have that data anymore. We don't own that data. It's your data. You own it. Again, we talked about this, and here's like a proper comparison. Like, you guys saw how Dropbox charges you. It doesn't even localize prices. It's straight up just in USD. While Google Workspace, they still have a localized pricing, but it's like 2050 per month per user for their best plan. Obviously, we are not going towards the enterprise plan. Google Workspace has it, Dropbox has it, Zoho Workdrive has it as well. But if you talk about the highest slated, fully detailed plan, which is like not customized fully, is how it is. 40% lesser for Zoho Workdrive. You can be a global brand, you can have global technology, but you don't need to pay global prices. That's a thing that we have always strived for at Zoho Workdrive and as Zoho as a whole. Because Zoho wants you to have the best technology possible at a secure at a secure place. You don't need to worry whether your data is getting somewhere else, getting leaked. No, none of that. And in such a way that you are happy that you are using that, and you don't need to be tense about like, oh my god, my next payment schedule is coming. Will I be able to pay? No, nothing like that. Coming to the finally, like this was the part of like Zoho's scaling thing. Again, with the Indian government, with all the government people, government institutions as well, we are there. We are there in certain higher educational places. We are there in certain NGOs. We are there in different industries. And with the government focusing on like implementing Zoho in all their things slowly, and this being like the vision for the future, at least for the time being, while we are growing up, we want to see others grow alongside us as well. And that's the whole reason why this webinar even came into being. There are so many customers in the Indian region and so many customers even beside India. Like we are talking about South Asia in general, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan. We have customers from there as well. But regarding all that, coming back to India, there are so many people who know Zoho Workdrive, but they don't fully understand why Zoho Workdrive. And here we are, why Zoho Workdrive? Because Zoho Workdrive provides you some services that other competitors don't provide you. That's one. And whatever services that may be shared with other competitors, provide them at an efficient level, we probably provide better, or we provide them at a much more secure level. Because again, Zoho in general not only value your data and privacy, we not only value your security, we also value everything else involved. So let's get to the product interview overview, and like as needed, as required, I will go through the demo for certain newer features. Ideally, Zoho workflows and especially Zia Hubs, which is like our latest and like most cutting edge feature. So we'll get to that. So starting off with the product overview, Workdrive this is a bit different from like the Zoho philosophy, slightly different. Like we work on the Zoho philosophy, obviously, we have Zoho. But Workdrive in general has 5 core philosophies, 5 core pillars, which we always try to work into whenever we are thinking of new features. So collaboration and personalization is very important. We have been talking about this. How you collaborate, how productive you are, it differs from person to person. But you usually want to make it in a uniform manner. How do you do that? It doesn't mean that everything has to be on a, it doesn't have to be on a manufacturing line. It doesn't have to be like that. Everyone at certain levels, at each of their own levels, whether it's like, let's think of it in that way. OneDrive has admins, super admins, moderators, editors, those kind of roles. At every part of those level, there is certain levels of flexibility that everyone has to them. They can personalize how they can work to reach their goals. This all adds up into making a better collaborative space. And that's basically like the primary core of how work life wants you to work, or rather, here's work drive, here's a lot of things. Figure what works the best for you and then go ahead from that. So that's basically like the longer explanation of what collaboration and personalization is. Intelligent search and discovery. This has to be like one of the biggest problems in any cloud storage facilities or searches in general. Like you just go, like let's just take a browser for example. You just go on an internet browser, you just search something, you put in the keywords. Most of the time you get what you want, but sometimes it is so niche, it is so rare, you don't get what you want. Obviously, you will be frustrated and annoyed. Now, think of that in a somewhat smaller environment or an ecosystem like your workplace. It's important and high priority. Structured data is like it's everywhere and it's confusing. Not only for the person who creates it, but also for the person who tries to find it. Also for the person also is the person who you are trying to share it to, and so on. Trying to make some meaning out of that mess, some meaning out of that chaos, it's hard. It's a difficult job. And it happens way too often when it comes to a collaborative tool like Zoho Drive. Now, understandably, Zoho Workdrive tries to like clean all these things up so that you are able to find what you are looking for at the right time in such a way that it's structured properly and and also it's the exact thing that you're looking for, and it's also like this is the file that I need 2025. Not like, oh, this is the file I need, but I needed this last year. Not in that way at all. So structuring your data, very important thing. Making a meaning out of that data as well. Get to that later. And by later, I mean the third pillar itself. Advanced AI insights and analytics. Think of it at the core of it all. Zia AI is our in-house AI. Earlier, we were using multiple different AI models, but eventually at Zoho, we developed our own model. And here we are. Zia AI in general, it provides you a lot of first level comments, first level analytics and insights, especially from the search bar. Then comes Zia AI Hubs. Zia Hubs. It takes in your unstructured data, it takes in your structured data, it gives them order, it gives them value. Then it enables you to extract information out of that to give you meaningful insights. And and as you can see, slowly, all these things are getting interconnected. Now, going from advanced AI, like in a similar vein, the fourth pillar comes in, which is automated workflow and integration. And as an intelligent content management platform, which I was obviously going to tell you that I will define, and here we are, it's a platform, it's a sandbox. Here we are at Zoho. Here are certain tools, here's a cloud storage, here's an editing suite, and here are a few other things, few shiny tools, CS tools, all of this in a bunch. It's given to you. How you make use of it, it's completely dependent on you. And how you try to how to try to depend on Zoho WorkDrive, we are going to help you with that. So automated workflows, you can set up workflows, you can like speed up your repetitive tasks on Zoho WorkDrive quite easily, as long as you're pretty much into the ecosystem. If that's not to your taste as well, there are multiple Zoho integrations as well as third-party integrations from like again Zapier, which you can just implement very easily into this platform to get what you need. So all these things are like slowly joining to like give you the unified platform experience, all the while reducing the amount of apps that you have to use on a daily basis, which again is like a very important pain point we try to target every time, because that's not because we don't want people to be confused, we don't want people to lose their precious time without collaborating properly, without being productive. So proper integration lines, proper integration channels to bridge all the gaps, all the lapses in your general productivity pipeline or workflow or tasks, whatever you want to call it. And whatever things that doesn't need human intervention in most cases, automated right away. And again, last but not the least, like I'm being very cliche about it, but data security and compliance. Zoho in general, we I talked about this already. I won't go that deep again, but we value our customer, we value our customers' data. But it's not like, oh, we value our customers' data as our own. Not the case. It's your data, you have the entire control. We are going to ensure that it stays safe with us as long as you are with us. Once you guys, in any case, if you guys switch to something else, if you don't use Zoho, it's still your data, you are allowed to take it. We have no part in it, but we will ensure that as long as you are with us, WorkDrive is going to take care of your data. It's going to secure your data with proper passwords, proper encryptions. If you're sharing it with someone externally, we are going to ensure it. We are going to ensure that it is emailed properly, shared properly, however you want to share with them. It's not going to get corrupted in any way as long as it's with Zoho. So we spoke about all these things, and these were just the short of it. So, like going towards each of the pillars, there are a few features here and there need some explanation. So, obviously, when we talk about Zoho WorkDrive, obviously when we talk about a cloud storage tool and content management tool, a platform like Zoho WorkDrive, bread and butter of everything, the start of everything comes with team folders. Now, we talk about team folders as if it's like everyone has it. Not necessarily like all cloud storage platforms will have a concept known as team folders, but here's something important. Here's a piece of history as well. Like I don't know how many of you guys are here for history lessons. I'm probably not going to do that as well. But think of it in this way: when Zoho WorkDrive was initially being created, when it was right in the whiteboard stage of things, we were thinking of making it just for a single user. We were trying to target it towards for a single user who will then collaborate with other users in a similar manner. What changed this whole concept was the concept of a team folder. Is that if everyone is using the same tool, how come they are not able to access the same things? And as you can see, like the my folders folder section is already there. That is basically an offshoot of what was supposed to be. My folders is what you guys want. Team folders is what all the other users, including you, are part of. It's a communal thing. It's a community thing. It's an employee thing. It's a team thing. When you think of it in that way, from like all the way to the top. Team folders are the core of everything. It's the start of your collaboration in Zoho Workdrive. What you do to interact with, who you interact with, how you interact with, what you create. Doesn't matter whether it's a folder, whether you are uploading something, whether you're creating something using an office suite, everything happens within team folders. It's the hub of collaboration to shorten everything, to explain everything in one line. So again, like I said, since it's collaboration and personalization, team folders being a hub of collaboration to start everything off. Obviously, there are lots of interconnected things that come part and parcel with team folders. One of them is file annotations. So generally speaking, like everyone is bound to comment on certain files you have. You need commenting to have. You need the commenting feature to go through the screening process for approval eventually. A lot of cases you will notice that certain file formats they just can't comment on them. Why? Because they only open up in read only view. In many other apps, not in Zoho Workdrive. Whether it's a PDF, whether it's an image, whether it's a completely different file format for an image. Like it could be something from it could be a Nikon specific image file. It could be a different type of it could be a different type of PDF. Like the PDF is like a universal PDF format for your for books, ebooks, and all those things. But there are other files as well. There are other types of PDF files as well. Zoho Workdrive opens those things. You are able to highlight those things and add specific file annotations based on it. Not only that, aside from this slide, like whether it's a video, whether it's a GIF, you can try to pinpoint all those things and keep the collaboration chain running and alive. So that these were like just part of what you can do with team folders. Like then coming into intelligent search and discovery, I had already explained probably a chunk of it in the intelligent search and discovery section. And well, when accelerated content discovery comes into place, we are not just talking about your general search engine, but we are also talking about search engine enhanced by AI. So when we talk about Zia search, it's not like it's a special type of search implemented alongside what Zoho is. No. Zoho search is Zia search. It's all over Zoho. It's part of Zoho. It's part of the Zoho ecosystem. And it's very specialized based on your needs. Sometimes it's bound to happen. It's human nature. Sometimes you could be a photographer, you could be a designer, perhaps. Take that example. You have you are making a wildlife conservation poster as a designer. Your employees, your teammates, they have provided you like multiple images of deer, zebras, pandas, bunch of animals. Don't know the file names. Obviously, you wouldn't know the file names. Sometimes those file names will be numbers. How will you remember that? Most probably you won't. Just go ahead, go to Zia search, type down deer, type down animal, type down panda. Zia will find it out intelligently and it won't do the mistake of like, oh, this is a panda colored car, I'm going to put it in. No, it won't do that. It will intelligently screen all those images to ensure that you get the perfect presence. Similarly, there are lots of drop down options which are already included. You don't have to like click one, click two, advanced search. No, it's right there. Within one click, you can choose to find which files you want specifically, whether it's a PDF, whether it's an image, whether it's a document, whether it's a Word document in specific, whether it's a Google Doc in specific, whether it's a Zoho Writer file in specific, it will find you that. And Similarly, in that way, structuring data, which is like we talked about this, we we want you to structure your unstructured data, and like in certain cases, you can do it right from the start with data templates and custom fields. You can set up forms, you can set up registrations, you can set up a bunch of new processes without going through the hassle of like, oh, I'm just opening a document. What do I write about? Or what do I talk about? Or what are the things that I want to talk about in certain deal or a certain invoice or a certain plan? There will be a data template for it. If there isn't a data template for it, you can go ahead, you can go towards the admin console and you can make it. It's simple as that. So we have been talking about Zia hubs right from the start, but we never really fully got into what Zia hubs is. Zia hubs in general is like it's a specialized folder area or it's a specialized content area where you can again there's a very big difference here. Like if you think about it, think about other AI agents in comparison to Zia hubs, you will notice that they already have access to your data. They are going to summarize it for you, give out insights as it is. Generally speaking, why you haven't consented to the AI using your data? Because those apps in general, they will assume that, oh, you have your data in our app, you consent to have this data being cleaned over, being screened over by our AI. No. Getting back to Zia hubs, you have to specifically upload those files, those folders that contain the data, that contain the content that you need to be screened, you need to be analyzed. You create a hub. Yeah, that's how we mention it. You create a hub, you add the data in the form of files and folders. It gets screened, it gets analyzed, and then slowly as it is should, you can ask Zia questions, you can talk about, hey, these are the last 4 years of our sales reports. Can you provide the trajectory for this year? Or can you perhaps give me a report and compare the sales reports over the last 4 years? Zia Hubs will do that for you. And it's not going to be sneaky and go out of the way and find data in like some other places which you haven't uploaded into that hub yet. No. Zia Hubs is going to find out the data within that specific hub, try to intelligently guess and analyze the data and hand it to you. It's simple, it's secure. And when we are saying when we are saying it's available and its availability, like Zia Hubs is already out and slowly it's going to be like all over the place. So I highly ask you guys, like even if you guys are not going to try Zoho for some cloud storage, or I would highly recommend you guys to try Zoho OneDrive for Zoho Hubs and try it out, see how efficient, how quickly you guys are getting your analysis and how accurate is it. Because we at Zoho, we already test all these things ourselves before taking it out towards our customers. And we have seen what the apps can do. So obviously it's something I will highly recommend. Again, basic AI things. We talked about how Zoho's AI, Zia, in general started using other models at start. You also have the ability to change the model of your AI from the admin console if you wish it to be. But now for default, we have developed Zia AI to the point where she, however you want to mention it, can independently build up content for you, whether it's in an image form, whether it's in text form, and obviously when it comes to ZIA hubs, it can independently work on your but the files that give you will give you insights. So we have talked about content intelligence being a huge part of intelligent content management platforms. And here comes the content intelligence part. So again, ZIA is like, oh, again, it's all over OneDrive, and not just the generation of stuff, also like insights analysis. You want the insight for a certain specific file, it is going to give it to you. It is going to summarize it for you. You specifically you specifically check on a video that you need a transcript, it's going to make that transcript for you. It's on demand. It's not something it's going to happen quickly, but it's not something that's going to happen automatically unless you let the ZIA AI work. It's a matter of permission as well. Like we just want to ensure it's a bit secure before doing everything else. And obviously, machine learning file suggestions is another important thing because it all adds up to the whole collaboration ideology, collaboration philosophy that we are trying to follow. We don't want you to be working alone. When we know that you are not working alone, we want you to collaborate. We want you to be efficient. We want you to be optimized. Which is why file suggestions in general, it will not only check what you are working with or what you are intending to work with, it will also sometimes see like, okay, these are the peers that's working with this person. Let me see what's going on with the other person's files. Perhaps this person might be able to collaborate. And that's how file suggestions comes in. Excuse me. So we talked about workflows and automation as well. Repetitive tasks, too many things. Can it be automated? This is a question that drops in a lot of time. If it could be automated, we are going to find a way to automate it, and that's how workflow automation comes into place. And if you are going to talk specifically about Zoho OneDrive workflow, there are a bunch of things, a bunch of components that are like you have to learn about it. There is help documents around it. I have recently written a blog that's going to be launched soon, which thankfully happens to be about workflows as well. But in general, in short, we want to reduce extra menial tasks that could be done by someone else. While you have all the precious time to yourself for a more productive experience at your workplace for the more heavier tasks. So who is that other person? No, that other person is not human. That's just work-based automation at work. Doing random approvals, sharing something, creating a new folder, creating a new file when some other file or comment is triggered. All these things can be set up quite easily from the admin console or from a specific workflow. And once you associate that workflow with a specific folder, in this case, a specific team folder or even a subfolder, your work is basically cut in half because the workflow is going to be doing all that. Again, on the flip side, there is hybrid workflows as well because certain departments, certain industries, they do need it. Like we can talk about legal, we can probably talk about publication or journalism as well, which constantly needs a round of human eyes to be checking all the files, all the documents going in and out. So there is a bit of an exchange going in from both the automation part as well as the human part. Whatever works accordingly to your department, workflows of that way can be created. We are that flexible in that sense. Again, there are certain certain parts, like for the time being, we cannot really fully integrate third party apps into WorkDrive's workflows, but still you can automate lot of few pipelines, lot of few tasks using those integrations into WorkDrive still. So it's not like you can't do it. There are some other ways to do it, and WorkDrive will have it. Webhooks, they make that easy as well, because webhooks are going to like detect whether certain actions are being triggered within your WorkDrive ecosystems. That's one way. Then, of course, integrations. There are multiples of them, both from Zoho, both from WorkDrive itself, and obviously third-party ones, which have I mentioned as well. And we will go through a few of them as well in the next few slides. So I already explained all this. So there is just this and finally, we just I can't stress this enough, but like again, we talked about the pillar. We can't stress this enough, but like alongside all the things I've talked about, there are a few other things that I would like to mention. Like this, we have stringent data loss policy implemented. It's one of the major things that aren't getting added in other cloud storage things. There is storage things at think of it at the focus of it all. It's for storing something securely. And we want to work with that philosophy. So obviously anybody, doesn't matter. Well, you are a small, you could be you think of it in that way. You could be a family, you could be a single user, you could be a small company, you could be a big company. Once again, you are going to save, you are going to store files that you wouldn't want to get leaked, you wouldn't want to get deleted, and you would probably want for a lot of things. It could be your Aadhaar card, it could be your birth certificates, it could be your social security numbers for American customers. They're like I'm talking about, but going back to the Indian context, all these things, Aadhaar cards, your passports, your driving licenses, things that would be necessary for perhaps an employee's details, perhaps some client's detail that you might be working on, whether you are working for some financier, finance, or legal work for those kind of things. Data loss policy within Zoho WorkDrive, it ensures that when a file of that sort, whether it's a PDF or a document, in that way, when such a thing is getting uploaded, we will ensure that a much more higher priority security standard is implemented for it. Because first thing first, it's going to ensure whether those specific lines, those specific requirements for a file to be a passport or an Aadhaar card, it's met, is going to check for that. Then once confirmed, it's going to ensure that it's going to be much more safer. So those things are like going to be on high priority, and those things are going to be right there in front of you when you need it. So all these things, personal identifiable information, customer records, financial documents, all these things under data loss policy, under your secure compliant things, you can do all that. When it comes to backing up and restoring things, obviously we talked about the part where if you leave Zoho or if you don't need Zoho. But what about if you are still in Zoho, or like you perhaps need to transfer your file some other or some other system, or perhaps you are using some other service, such as you have a data server at your own office. So you want to use a hybrid setup that involves both cloud and physical storage. What are you going to do for that? Recovery Manager Plus is there from Manage Engine. You can transfer all these things in a safe and secure manner and have a copy of it stored just in case. Not to mention, we have data centers all over India. So we have, as As of now, we have data centers in Mumbai, Chennai, obviously. We have one in Delhi, and we are soon going to have one in one or two cities in Odisha as well in the future. So this is also something to think about. So all these data for Indian accounts, it's going to be in an Indian data center. And that's also part of that also is part of for made in India, for the made in India philosophy we had been trying to talk about. All these things we are trying to adhere to a Indian customer base. We're trying to reach out to Indian customers, Indian businesses, and we want to ensure that no, what you have here is here. It belongs with you. And technically speaking, it belongs with you. It belongs in your country as well. So you don't need to worry about your data somehow being in, America, China, some other server where knows, maybe once it's gone, you might not even know, and then you are like, what happened to your data? That's not going to happen with Zoho OneDrive. And even if the case might arise, there are ways to multiple. There are multiple options for you to back up and restore your data. And recovery management plus is one of them, and there are many other methods as well. So going to user level controls, I already talked about it on the personalization part. But when we talk about user levels, like again, we mentioned admins, super admins, general users, and editors. There are certain things you can do to enhance or enforce control over your users. You can restrict access to a certain department. Why should the financial, like, think of it in a multi-departmental office. No other people needs access to the financial documents. You can restrict that. You are sending classified confidential file to some other department. You want it watermarked so it's not going to be leaked out or it's not going to be shared to people, and people are going to figure it out. Oh no, this is an insecure data, this is a leak. You can watermark your stuff, and you can whitelist as well as blacklist certain email domains based on how your company wishes to work. All these things can be done at a user level for specific users, depending on the circumstances, depending on your department's rules, depending on your company's rules and regulations. Obviously, I have talked about this already. Let's just come back to the things I have not mentioned. We are compliant with multiple international standards, and we are slowly getting compliant with Indian standards as well, as and when they are going to be implemented. So when it comes to having no benchmarks, no compliance standards, that's not going to happen with Zoho OneDrive. If there is a certain department, certain function that we can work into, we are going to ensure that we will have the proper compliance for it. Of course, there are the other security things, file encryption, malware support. All these things are available from the first level at the you don't have to pay any extra, you don't have to go for any VIP queues. There are no VIP queues over here. Once you are a customer of your OneDrive, everything is provided to you. And obviously, like we said, we have 150 million customers overall. And when it comes to OneDrive, we have 1 million companies that trust us. So TechMinder, Tomadas, Star, how many of these companies do you know in general? There are more, which we can't really put in that slide because of course it is going to look crowded. So yeah, there are people from different countries, not just India, that trust us. But here we are trying to put our foot forward and tell you guys that this is what Zoho OneDrive is, and this is why we want you to trust us. If you can't trust us after all these things I have said, here are certain companies that already uses. So coming into the roadmap, so certain parts of the roadmap I have already mentioned, I have already told you about. Here comes the part, like here comes the part where we would demo if necessary. One second. So Zia AI part of the roadmap and it's almost implemented, but there are certain extra features for Zia AI which we are going to roll over as it goes in. And when it comes to employee productivity, there are so many other tech-based enhancements which we want to implement in the future, especially when it comes in regards to uh, recognizing as well as previewing multiple different domain folders, such as your AutoCAD folders, ICOM file format. We want AI to be able to implement its powers, its technology on these files as well. Currently, we don't have that power. So UI experience, all that thing, like we are a constantly growing product. It keeps on moving in. We also have a bunch of companion apps such as WorkDrive Cruising, which is like an offline syncing feature. We have WorkDrive Snap, which is like a screen sharing as well as screen recording app, which is already implemented within the Zoho WorkDrive ecosystem. So all these things included, we work on improving that. Maybe perhaps we are going to add a few more things if we see the need for it. And again, file suggestions, web page implementation, website corrections, UI UX corrections for all kinds of people. We are already pretty accessible for different types of people. It doesn't matter uh, what kind of disabilities you might have. Slowly and slowly, we are trying to implement other types of filters as well, so that so that we end up becoming a much more inclusive app, not just for not the but for all kinds of people, because that is what the intention for Zoho WorkDrive has been for. Not just all kinds of businesses, but all kinds of people as well. Because we don't deal with bots, we don't deal with businesses as things. We deal with human beings in general. So that is also like it's part of the philosophy. And obviously, I want to repeat this as much as I can. It might get boring, but I if you see how I'm talking about this, probably what Zoho WorkDrive is all about anyway. Not a thing goes by in Zoho OneDrive where we don't find a reason to talk about security and data privacy, because it is that important to us. A lot again, going back to something I talked about quite a while back, is there are people out there, there are apps out there that don't really care about your data, as even though their data is being taken care of by them. But no, here when we say that we are taking care of your data, we are ensuring that your data is good, we mean it. And we want to keep going forward with that. So, as with that, again, we are slowly adding in more integrations, more specialized integrations as well. Like, we don't want to be fully reliant on other third party providers that are giving specific workflows for those integrations. We are creating those integrations as well, and they are also making specialized integrations for us as well. So MS Outlook integration is quite recent. We are going to have perhaps more MS Microsoft related apps as well. Uh, Depending on the circumstances, we are going to have more collaborative, more productivity related integrations as well in the future. So going from the pillar to our vision, this is what we are going forward. This is the philosophy we are having. We want people to not be wasting their time, not to be confused using multiple 20, 30 apps every day. No. We want them to give people a unified platform that ensures effective team collaboration across multiple verticals. It doesn't really matter. It does matter actually. It doesn't really matter from what type of background, what type of level you are from. Zoho Work Drive can help because Zoho Work Drive is that uniform in that sense. And if it's not uniform according to you, no, don't worry. Zoho Work Drive is going to be flexible enough to scale with you, to grow with you. Obviously, we talked about privacy violations, we talked about data violations. That's one of the many philosophies that we want to work with. We want to ensure that we are giving you all of these things in a secure and a private environment where your data is yours and nobody else's. So